and prayer for a TRO. In other words, TRO to basically stop the House Justice Committee from proceeding rather with the hearings come April 14 because that is the second day of the hearing. Obviously, naunahan po kayo dahil kayo naman yung totoong kumakatawan kay Vice President Sara Duterte. But these are familiar people who are Duterte supporters.
Yes.
Did they talk to you guys about this?
No. No, I'll tell you that straight. They didn't. They did not consult me. No one contacted me from that group. In fact, nagulat ako that they filed that day. No, in fact, I had a discussion pa nga with the defense team.
Not one of them. The for two, wala. Wala pong sinabihan sa kanila.
Wala. I do know some of them personally, but because I have to admit that I do some. Although we're not close, obviously, I do know some of them personally, but because we've crossed paths, but wala eh. We weren't consulted. And in fact, the Vice President, I think in an interview the other day or yesterday, also mentioned that she wasn't
Hindi
consulted.
daw niya alam.
To be quite honest with you, I haven't even read the petition, and deliberately, we're not reading the petition.
Why?
Kasi as a defense team, we have our own strategy and theory. Now, may tendency kasi when you read someone else's petition, you get swayed or you might get swayed with the arguments. And so deliberately, yung defense team, hindi kami humingi ng kopya, hindi namin binabasa yung petition. Because sa amin, meron na kaming case theory eh, and we don't really want to be swayed. No? But, you know, they did that without consulting us, but wala namang I think it's within their right if they felt that there was something that they had to raise.
Doesn't affect the case at all. I mean, your case defending the Vice President or the hearing. My question about that is, sabi mo nga, you don't want to be swayed. You don't want to get a copy of it. Ayaw niyong basahin kasi may sarili kayong strategy. What is the strategy of, two questions, sir, of the defense team? Anyone showing up on April 14 or will you file a case before the Supreme Court?
On April 14, I will show up. Pagdating sa defense team, hindi pa kasi clear nung una eh, 'di ba? Kasi and it's good that you asked that question, no? Kasi parang lumalabas, wala man lang ni isang abogado sa dami ng abogado niya na sumipot. The reason why hindi kami pumunta was because there were statements already made by members of the committee, and this is with all due respect to them. I have no debate against that. But they said under the rules, the lawyers can only assist.
Yeah. Assist the respondent.
Client or the respondent in this case. So if the respondent is not going, then
who are they going to assist?
Then, exactly. So what's our personality for showing up? That's the reason. We meant no disrespect with not showing up. It was just, we found it parang so, hindi pala tayo pwede pumunta kasi wala yung respondent eh, diba? So they did some amendments to the rules during the last hearing. I think they said now we can ask questions through writing it through a piece of paper, and then depends on the chairperson if she will ask the question. So it's still not clear to us if the respondent actually has to be there or pwedeng may SPA kami or something. So right now it's not clear. What's clear is if I do receive that subpoena for the 14th, that I will be attending, but not as counsel, as resource person / witness. As yourself
being subpoenaed.
Yes. So now, with your second question, what's our plan? Marami nagtatanong about are we going up to the Supreme Court? And I have to admit that's a real possibility, but why haven't we done it yet? It's because
I was going to ask you that.
Because things are evolving from one week to another. For example,
what has evolved from the time that the House Justice Committee issued the subpoenas and finished those matters pending?
Well, actually, I wasn't pertaining to that. It was more on like when they found diba, may nag-withdraw ng complaint and then may dinismiss sila or set aside. I think that's the proper term that they use. Set aside the first impeachment complaint. So there were already discussions within the team. Pwede ba to? Diba? So, but then the next week, nagkaroon naman yung, and I hate to use this word because I want to be fair to the chairperson, yung mini trial na word, no? So of course, that's another discussion within the team. So things are evolving, but I will not deny that that the defense team has also been preparing.
Yeah, because nung lumabas kayo, hindi ba, ni Attorney Sheila, the press conference, that day that you did not show up at the House Justice Committee because the Vice President wasn't going to show up. And then now you're saying, why are we going to show up if the Vice President is not going to show up and we're there just to assist the respondent? Walang respondent.
Yes.
Didn't any one of you ask the Vice President to show up? Or is that a closed case?
This was discussed with the Vice President, obviously, but at that time, we felt that there was no advantage, to be quite frank about it, in showing up. Because again, the rules state that counsel is only there to assist. And secondly, that we cannot cross-examine or examine the witnesses. Thirdly, when we saw the agenda, I think it was only about the ground rules and all of those things. So
And the matters that needed
matters
to be
that we-
completed, no?
it wasn't even clear to us. Can the respondent even object, for example? Diba? It's not clear. So, frankly, ako personally, my own opinion to I didn't see any advantage in showing up. No? And we have to remember that the respondent always has the constitutional right, no, to not have to be there in person. She's not required to
True.
be there in person. Now, parati din ako tinatanong, so does this mean hindi nasisipot ang Vice Presidente? Well, of course, ayaw ng tapos. Again, it will depend on developments. But I have to state for the record also that we have a fundamental objection to the proceedings that are being conducted, which ang sinasabi nga namin is parang lumalabas na tayo sa determination of probable cause. Parang nagkakaroon na tayo ng semblance of a trial that we feel, and as we know is stated under the Constitution, exclusively belongs to the Senate.
Right.
Labas na tayo dito sa House dyan.
But it's not.
Para dito kay kay Kokey, dito kay Ridon, dito kay Luistro. Nako, lumalabas na kayo sa inyong mandato. Hindi nyo na trabaho, yung gusto nyong gawin na yan kay VP Sara. Kung meron na kayong sapat na evidence, dali nyo na sa Senado yan para matapos na talaga. Matapos na, magkaalaman na tayo. Ito na ho, first time sa kasaysayan ng Pilipinas, hindi nakapalag ang administrasyon sa tinatangka nilang i-impeach dyan sa Senado. Si Corona kasi na-impeach yan eh. Yung si Sereno, alam ko, umalis na lang siya. Diba? Nag-resign na lang, hindi na tumuloy. Ngayon merong isang mai-impeach na kung saan makikipagsabayan ho dyan sa impeachment trial na yan. At sigurado ho tayo 100% makakasurvive po siya dyan.
They have over and over against it.
Base ho ito sa nakikita nating momentum ngayon sa politika, sa usapin dyan sa impeachment, sa ebidensya, at kung paano sa lansanin ng mga galit kay VP Sara yung issue na yan. Base sa ating nakikita, yung impeachment na yan dapat tapos na noong 2025 pa lamang. Panis na ho siya ngayon 2026. Kumbaga hindi na siya kinakagat ng ating mga kababayan. Paulit-ulit na lang. Confidential fund. Wala na ho. Hindi na ho. Naiintindihan na ho ngayon ng ating mga kababayan kung ano yung confidential fund na yan. Punta ho kayo kay Kificho. Meron ho siyang napakagandang analogy dyan sa impeachment ay dyan sa confidential fund na yan. Kung bakit sa loob ng 11 days naubos, maiintindihan nyo ho yan mga kababayan. Ayan, yung analogy niya parang credit card. Kaso di ko na tinapos yung post kasi ang haba eh. Medyo nabisi ho tayo no? Parang dating, bago pa dumating yung perang pambayad mo dyan, ika nga, na yan, markado na. Nakalista na yan, di ba? Na yan. Pagdating ng pera mo, sa loob lamang kaya nga, tama nga naman ito si Kipicho, di ba? Yung mga may credit card, alam yan di ba? Pagka alam mo na meron kang darating, pinangakuan ka o nagtrabaho ka, sa araw na to, siyempre si Marcos Jr., bida-bida, don't worry. Si VP Sara, sa araw na to, yung pinag-usapan natin, lalabas yan. Para naman yan sa mga kabataan natin para hindi sila ma-recruit nito si Franz Castro, di ba? Ganun ho yun Ngayon, sa credit card, wala pa yung pera mo, ginagasta mo na. Swipe ka ng swipe, di ba? Langon pa yung kakaswipe mo. Anak ng to ka. Pagdating ng sweldo mo, sa loob lamang ng 1 minuto, yung pagpasok ng sweldo mo, wala na, tapos na. Anak ng to. Wala nga sinabi si VP Sara Baka sa anak lang ng mga congressman, sa mga credit card nga lang ng mga yan Si VP Sara nga, 11 days Diba? Paano na lang ho yung mga anak ng mga congressman na yan? Isipin nyo na lang ho mga kababayan kung gaano kalalaki yung bill ng mga yan sa kanilang mga credit card. Yung mga yan pagka nagbayad ng credit card, wala mang lamang 11 minutes. Baka yung tagpa 5 million, ubos yung mga yan. Oh. Tapos ngayon, kini-question nila itong si VP Sara. Bago pa dumating yung pera, ika nga na ano na yan. Ito para sa mga NPA to. Ito para sa mga nangre-recruit siya sa mga state universities and colleges. So, ito ay para sa mga nagbebenta ng droga sa tabi ng mga mga eskwelahan, 'di ba? Doon ginasta ni VP Sara. At tayo ay naniniwala ni Singkong Duling walang napunta kay VP Sara sa mga perang confidential fund na yan. Anak ng tokwa. Ito sasabihin ko sa inyo mga kababayan. Walang Duterteng magnanakaw. Tapos ang usapan.
Stated that the mini trial term was a term to make it more to have the public appreciate exactly what is going on dahil
Si Ma'am Pinky Web parang naiintindihan niya lang yung paliwanag ni Luis to It's clear now. Pero dito sa interview niya kay Atty. Michael Powa, parang pinapaliwanagan niya itong si Atty. Michael Powa kung ano sinabi ni Jinky Luis. Ano ko ba? Alter ego kanya.
form, substance, grounds. Tapos ngayon, ito pong hearing. Patuloy po yung ginagamit nila na salita, well, for the most part, na hearing ito akin to a PI or preliminary investigation. And then, of course, they say sa preliminary investigation, hindi naman talaga pinapasalita daw yung mga abogado at wala din talagang cross-examination. So what is wrong with this hearing being akin to a PI that you are seeing?
Okay, first, I'd like to acknowledge, kaya nga I also didn't want to use the trial anymore, in fairness to the committee chair, because she explained na itong mga hearings na to are clarificatory in nature, same as preliminary investigation. But our contention there is, what is the extent of these clarificatory hearings? Kasi kung clarificatory, there is it presupposes that the complaint have allegations and there are pieces of evidence and maybe even affidavits of witnesses attached. Yun yung ika-clarify natin, di ba? Kung meron man tayong ika-clarify sa PI, base doon sa naka-attach. Dito kasi, ang pananaw lang namin, again, we're just stating our position, lumalampas na tayo doon kasi wala namang naka-attach. No? For example, yung sinasabi nilang unexplained wealth, di ba? Walang naka-attach na SALN, tapos sasabihin nyo, which they have subpoenaed. Now you're saying also na from that, may unexplained wealth because tumaas yung SALN. That's not the logical inference naman kaagad that you should be making. That's why we're saying it's sweeping conclusions. And then you subpoena the SALNs that are from 2007 to 2024, 2025, I'm not sure. No? But if that's the case, then where's the impeachable offense? Why? The Supreme Court has made it clear. Impeachable offenses are offenses committed while the impeachable officers is
I was actually going to ask you about that. I wanted to talk about the SALN. We're running out of time. Bibilisan ko na lang po talaga ito. Meron ho kasing nung nandun pa siyang mayor at saka vice mayor from 2007. So I was going to ask you, how does that come into play? Because obviously she was vice president, rather is vice president 2022, 2023, 24, 25.
Yes.
Pero nasama po yun dati.
Exactly. So sa atin, irrelevant yun. Hindi yun pwede. Because that's not an impeachable, that
So
does
you're
not
gonna
constitute
question
an
that?
impeachable offense.
Okay.
And then, siguro lastly na lang, so running out of time. Ang sa akin, kung clarificatory yan, again, it presupposes may ebidensyang naka-attach dyan na kailangan mo lang i-clarify or may witness affidavit na nandyan na pwede mong patawag yung witness. I would admit that, not just to clarify certain things. Pero ito, masyado nang malawak. Where does it end? Diba? Hindi naman pwedeng one makes an allegation and then we just look for evidence after. Kumbaga, if you're saying pupunta ka sa fiscal, preliminary investigation, sabihin mo, Ms. Pinky, si Michael Powa nagnakaw sa'yo, no? And then sasabihin mo, sasabihin ng fiscal, okay, ano yung pruweba mo na nagnakaw si Michael Powa sa'yo? Ang sabihin mo, basta nagnakaw siya sa akin, kayo na bahala maghanap ng ebidensya kung saan yun. That's what we're saying now. Kasi ang nangyayari,
pero
walang
hindi ba mali yun? Kasi hindi naman nila sinabing kayo na maghanap ng ebidensya. Sabina na nila eh. Well, they had many. Also BIR, PSA, lahat po, yung documents sa House, I think during the Quadcom or the Good Government
Yes.
maybe, the COA, all of that.
Yes.
So, it doesn't say kayo bahala. We are already asking for these pieces of documents.
Number one, so what was the basis of the allegation in the first place if they've never seen any semblance of any evidence, diba? So that's why perhaps the Vice President also refers to it as a fishing expedition kasi ano yung naging basehan mo in the first place? So dapat may basehan ka muna and from then on, magpasabi na ka, no? Just for clarificatory purposes, just to maybe beef up what's already there. But the problem here is wala eh. So, ano yung basis ng allegation? Mahirap naman na we can just allege whatever and then we'll just try to look.
Huling guesting mo na yan kay Ma'am Pinky Web. Hindi niya napipihit yung usapan doon sa gusto niya. Ano ko? Mantakan niyo mga kababayan, nung kausap niya ito si Jinky Luistro, oo siya ng oo. Di ba? Understood. Okay, ganun ho pala yun. Okay, ganito, ganyan. Dito kay Attorney Michael Poa, ang dinidikdik niya, yung mga punto de vista nito si Jinky Luistro. Palakpakan ho natin ang mga mainstream media.
For evidence thereafter.
I take it, of course, that, I mean, that the team is seriously considering questioning this before the Supreme Court. I mean, that's just me really saying that because you're already explaining certain things that you don't feel was done right during the process. One last question, sir.
Yes.
The Vice President said she wants a bloodbath. You see it even on social media. Gusto mo
Yes.
ng bloodbath, but you guys are not showing up. Respond to that.
Wala pa tayo doon. Ang bloodbath mangyayari sa full-blown trial yan, sa Senado yan. No? So, because here, as you know, how we cannot even test the credibility of these witnesses. So, ang mangyayari niyan, parang of course, again, with due respect to the committee, kasi nga, ang tingin nila preliminary investigation. No? So, pero one-sided yan eh, di ba? So, asan ang bloodbath dyan? Wala talagang bloodbath dyan.
Hinay lang. Anak lang to ako. Attorney Michael po, iiyak naman si sa'yo, itong si Jinky Luistro. Jinky! Yayariin ka nila dyan. Tandaan nyo ho yung sinabi dyan. Markado yan. Markado yan. One-sided. Tama naman, anak na to ako. Magpapatawag kayo ng kung sino-sino. Ngayon, yung mga pinatawag nyo, hindi man lamang makakross-examine ng kampo ni VP Sara. Makakapag-cross-examine lamang ho, yung mga congressman na di umano tumanggap ng maleta at envelope dito kay Saldico. Tama ba yun?
Ang bloodbath, kung marami na natin narinig na may enough votes na raw, diba? So bakit hindi na iakyat? At pag iakyat, we're ready to really present our side also and cross-examine their witnesses to show the baselessness of all these allegations.
So if you're ready, sinabi ko po last, if you're ready, why question it pa before the Supreme Court? Kung handa naman kayo, gusto din ng Vice President ng bloodbath, umabot sa Senado, ba't nyo pa pipigilan? Kung pigilan nyo po, presupposing.
Well, because it's our duty as lawyers when we see infirmities, no, or when we see infringements on her constitutional rights, on the Vice President.
Gusto ni Ma'am Pinky, pagka huwag nyo na pigilan, tuloy-tuloy na yan, di ba, Ma'am Pinky? Sayang din naman. Sa bagay, hanap buhay yan ng mga nasa media. Tayo naman mga kababayan, walang impeachment, may impeachment, okay lang ho tayo dyan. Hindi ho kailangan ng impeachment para may pag-usapan tayo. Mas okay na wala tayong magpag-usapan. Basta wala na yung impeachment, baka, di ba? Pag-asa nga nakikita natin sa 2028, itong si VP Sara, kukunin pa sa atin ng mga magnanakaw na yan.
Constitutional rights to also protect her. And we don't know how long this is gonna go. Sa amin, wala naman kaming problema kung magbotohan na sila bukas at iakyat na to sa Senado. Because we have been ready for a year for a full-blown trial. And we're ready to also respond to their allegations point by point.
I wish we had more time, attorney, but hopefully we get a...
Wala na, madam, nailabas mo na lahat na sama. Ika nga, all out ka na doon. Kahit na ano pang itanong mo dito kay Michael Powa, wala kang mapipiga sa kanya na paborable sa mga bilyonaryo, naging bilyonaryo sa pamahalaan. So Luis, maraming salamat to sa pag-support sa Page Update. Mag-iingat po kayo lahat. Ang lahat ng Pilipinas.